Welcome everybody, I'm Nikolai and this is my Solargene playthrough. I'm going to take you through a brand new game, or non-experienced, master, interplanetary transfer of personnel and cargo by shuttles will not be available. So you lose the ability to automate movement of resources and people. You have to do it with your own ships, resources, fuel, etc. So, we're going to do experience for this. Just call it stream. I didn't go through mods. We're just doing contracts and natural disasters. Go to game mods. I've got a few extras in here. All of these ones are some that I'm working on or have made. Some people start out with simple colonization of the moon or Mars. Honestly, I think you're kind of making it a little bit harder for yourself because when you start on one of these, you only have one country to buy from. You also do not have Earth resources because you don't have the connections. And by connections, I mean like you have to have a ship inside the orbit of the moon and Earth to ship something from Earth surface of the moon. So it's almost easier just to natural progress through this. Won't start with any money. Make that through contracts. Delete this one because this was a playthrough that I did earlier in the week, and it was 2.5 hours of me basically at the voice level of a mouse. I'm not an audio engineer, and my game audio was just so loud versus me. So, let's say goodbye. Sweet, but we could do it again. Alright. Experienced. Stream. Get into it. Just go ahead and while it's loading, just go ahead and say Alexander, I hope I don't butcher his last name, Semenov. Amazing work. Solo dev, putting his heart and soul into a gem of a video game, honestly, in my opinion. There's nothing out here like this. Still in early access, still so much to do, still so much for you to do inside the game. Let's dive right in. First off, let's go ahead and look. Yep, no money, no problems. Let's take a look at our contracts. If you can stack research contracts when you're ready, obviously, that is the only way to get paid for research. Make sure that you have at least 2 countries offering payment for the same type of research. We'll get there. First thing, we're looking for a build-a-ship contract. We want something pretty easy, with a nice payout. 42 thrust, that's 2 engines because the starting engines that you get give 22 per. And that's a nice delta V, but I want a little bit more money. So let's just keep looking. 76 for 6, and it's the same amount. So we might go with good old USA. Four men for 45. We might do both. That's still 2 engines, though. Still 2 engines. That's 1 engine. That's quick. days to knock out 3. I don't. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna show you guys how to do this. Because it's really simple to build a 3-man ship. First of all, launch this station into orbit really quick. Close Japan. I buy the same amount of resources each time, and I need to actually update my guide with this because the starting supply, it's okay. But once you get to these electronics, you're not going to be able to buy very many. But that should do. So I went ahead and bought second ship early because this is going to be a short contract and I want to be able to send all those resources as soon as I possibly can. And then also this needs to pay for 2. Every ship contract should basically pay for 2 ships. You should be able to give one away and then build another one outside of it. That is the reason for these ship contracts. They are here to get you started. That's why you don't start with any money, because the intention is for you to start with a ship contract, get your feet wet real quick, so to speak, so that you are able to know how to build a ship, because you're going to do it a lot throughout your entire Solargene playthrough. Just waiting for our resources to arrive and shuttles to depart. Shuttles travel really slow in the start of this until you get your research going. Alright. Resources are here. We don't gotta worry about the shuttle right now. Let's get started on our build. For this one, I am not going to do what I typically do, which is completely move storage facilities. This is a 3-man ship. I don't to put any extra than I have to, so let's do bare minimum. So I put down my thruster. That covers thrust requirements. I already know that I'm going to need at least 1 extra solar panel. And these are diffusers. Diffusers take the heat out of your colony. And if you look into the room already, we're already above 25. Well, we're already at 25. You want to be at an even 20, and you want to be able to hold that for both your storage and any room that a colonist is going to enter. Your storage room, the only reason why you need to keep it heated and at temperature is rations. If it starts to fall below or go above, and you are risking losing any food goods. So we put a habitable section on here. Again, this is not my normal build, and you'll see it when we build ship. But for now. Let's just give these people exactly what they want. Another thing. This is the only block you build with at the start. Any of these 7%. And it's just because 5% is not really enough. 4%, 2%, you want the most protection. Also the most efficient as far as temperature control. So, normally, I do not ever use apartments. They take up so much space. So, again, not normal building strategy for this. But we're gonna roll. That takes care. Right. 3. There. Toilet room. Shower. Plenty for 3. So normally, your hospital. Oh, why are we out of materials already? It's the last room. 3, 2, 3. Nice. Alright, they don't have to be able to reach to it. Because yeah, they don't have to reach it because they're not going to get sick before we give this thing away. So this is good. What I did right here was I added shopping cart. It adds the resources to shopping cart, so you can quick buy. That actually no. So we need one more for this room. Small hue. A recreational area. Just 3 seats and a hamster ball will do. So we need 2 and 2 of those. Will do, but we can actually just do this. Let's order 500. Don't need any more of that. Order 500 of that. Now I also know we're gonna need rations, and I don't know the fuel count yet, so this is going to have to do with the exception of water. We also need some water. So let's go ahead and purchase that. Hurry up and wait for our resources. Keep an eye on that timer up there for our contract because we don't want it to slide by. And then we need meteor protection. Our game now that we got our resources. Covered our meteor protection. That 2 is probably doing it. But that's pretty much how I designed. I want to be able to walk away from this thing and forget about it if I need to. Room, canteen. need to be able to seat 3 people. That holds 4. Perfect. Nope, not the large one. Hamster ball. Our seating. Now, what's nice about this? What's nice about this setup is we're able to do all doctors. Their jobs are covered. Hire, make sure you choose the right country. Go for the cheaper guys. Matter in the long run because we're giving it away before we're gonna have to pay for these people. And then the other thing that I just did before this in the send menu was I purged the warehouse of resources. All non-essentials. That's why we had our other station earlier. So we're just waiting for the crew to arrive and then we can go ahead and figure out how much fuel we need to satisfy this contract. By the way, if you're not familiar with the speed controls, I recommend getting very familiar. They are lifesavers. Especially that pause button. Alright, so now we've got our crew. We're just waiting on... Oh. Here we go. Always a reason. Alright, come on, purge, purge, purge. Alright, we are purged. Just waiting for the shuttle to leave so we can do the calculator. Still got 2 days left, so we're alright. Let's go ahead and pause though. Calculator. Let's actually check our contract. We need 5. 951. I'm just going to round that up to a 960. Let's just do an even 1,000. So let's leave this station. Go to our solar system view and Mateo. Let's just make sure it looks like we've got enough storage for all this. Yes, we do. Waiting on that shuttle to leave, and then perfect. Pause the game, transfer my contract. Real quick and easy. Came out with 5 million extra. Excuse me. And we got a nice little starting supply of resources for our first ship. That did not take long at all. Now, what we can do is turn this into another ship contract just to get a little bit more money. Usually I don't do more than one. Usually you just get a nice 76 million payout, but you know, I wanted to show you how quick and easy it is. Not long. And that's really how you do ship contracts, especially when you're just giving it away. Do the bare minimum. and then go with all doctors. It's the easiest thing. And then you don't have to build. I mean, you already have to build the hospital room, so you might as well just do all doctors. Save yourself an extra room that you don't need to build, like an industrial. That's really the best way to satisfy ship contracts, and you can bang them out really. But again, once you get about 100 million, your first ship contract, close to that 76 million right there, is that you're going to be able to build yourself a nice research vessel that is staying in orbit of the Earth. Your first ship that you are keeping will always be a research vessel. I'm gonna grow that first research vessel into about a 9-man research crew. And depending on your contracts and how you do that, you'll probably get some high-tech resources. If you're lucky, you can get all the ones you need for the recombination engines, but we're getting ahead of ourselves. So, I'm gonna go ahead and pause it right here, though. It is late. So that is ship contracts. I hope that really helped some of you guys. In the next one, we're gonna take the ship that we have floating in orbit that has nothing to it but the bare bones basics, and we're gonna grab another ship contract and double. Get ready to go to the moon. But like I said, we've got to get some research going, so that's what we'll be doing in the next video. Research going. This has helped a lot. Thanks for watching, and happy colonizing.